Good morning, folks. It's Troy here at Microfellows Cameras with, again, another exciting news blast from our used department for you here. The weather is slowly getting warmer and nicer out, which means you probably want to get out and therefore go outside and make pictures and things like that, so you probably need some camera gear, maybe something new, something fresh for you and all that. For our film photographers out there, I've got two neat items here. If you are an Olympus OM user, rocking the film camera of OM1, OM2, something like that, whatever, I've got a great telephoto lens here. It is the Olympus 50 to 250 millimeter f5 constant. I have gotten to try this lens. It is pretty darn nice. It is sharp, and it's kind of a cool focal length range again, 50 to 250. So a great lens to take out with you hiking, or maybe take to the zoo or something like that. Come and check it out. 50 to 250 f5, and that is selling for 250 bucks. Great deal for that lens. I know we do have a fair amount of Fuji fans out there as well, people who love the modern Fuji digital cameras, but we also do have some classic Fujica film SLRs as well. So if you just want something simple and fun, we've got a great Fujica AX3 here with 50 millimeter lens for just $90. So if you used to shoot film and have been out of it for a while and want to get back into it, good camera for you. If you've got a kid or a friend who wants to try film photography, also a great camera for them. The Fujica AX3 with the Fuji 50 millimeter 1.9 lens. Like I said, that is selling for just $90. We have sort of accumulated somehow a lot of digital Rebels, a lot of digital Rebel Canon digital Rebel cameras in our used department right now. So we've decided to put those Rebels back on surprise discount. So when you come in here and you choose a digital Rebel or any kind of Canon crop sensor DSLR, you can choose from the surprise discount bucket. And when you choose from the surprise discount bucket, you could get, in this instance, 5% off. But there are tags in here for 5, 10, and even 15% off. So when you choose to buy a Canon crop sensor camera, used Canon crop sensor camera, you could get a discount, and no one knows what that amount will be until you draw from the bucket. Could be 5, 10, or even 15% off. So that's pretty cool. Now, I do want to point out one extra special item in our used department that has been here for a bit, has not found a new home yet, and I really do think somebody should come and take advantage of this. It is the Sony A7R2. A7R2. So it is part of the R family of A7 cameras, meaning it's got exceptional high resolution performance there. I mean, here we're talking 42 megapixels. 42 megapixels for this guy. I currently got to play with it this past weekend and used it with a old Pentax 50mm f2 manual focus lens via photodiox adapter there. Worked out pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. That lens is only $40. The adapter to put it on there is 25 bucks. So for $65, I got a great 50mm f2 lens on this very high resolution mirrorless camera. Now I was thinking, you know, this A7 II, its going price is $1,200 bucks. $1,200 bucks, which I know seems kind of steep, but so I did want to sort of look it up and compare it against like the current A7R4. So the current A7R model, A7R4 versus the A7R2. And yeah, you know, I kind of think, well, I think that this proves that this is still a very viable camera. What is it here? The A7 IV has 61 megapixels. This is 42 megapixels. Still an awfully large file, still a file larger than most of the other cameras out there. So if you do like cropping your pictures or want to make big enlargements, you'll be quite happy with the file size. What is it here? The A7 IV goes up to ISO 32,000. This goes up to ISO 25,000. So you've got like one stop difference. I don't think that's that extreme. The A7 IV does have a higher resolution viewfinder. I can recognize that. But at 235,000 dots, the viewfinder on this guy is no slouch either. So still pretty good there. If you do fast burst shooting or action shots and stuff like that where you need a lot of frames in a little bit of amount of time, well, in that case, the A7 IV does trump this camera. That does up to 10 frames a second, whereas this guy only does 5 frames a second. But for most of our general purposes and stuff here, 5 frames a second can really cover a lot of subjects. So I really don't see that as being a bad thing. The battery in the newer camera is better than the battery in this one, sure. But in the end, the A7 IV is around $3,200. This is $1,200. $2,000 difference for this great camera in our used department. And so I really do kind of think you should come in here and check it out. If you are a full frame user already and want to get something with even higher megapixels, this might be the camera for you. If you are wanting to get into a full frame mirrorless camera and don't have a system already, this really might be something for you to consider. It does have in-camera stabilization. It's got, what was it here, nearly 14 stops of dynamic range. This is a good camera and is worth $1,200. So do come in here, check it out, and consider this Sony A7R II. All right. As always, hey, thanks for supporting local businesses. We appreciate that. As always, too, with our various social media platforms that we engage with, if you happen to be posting neat photographs or something you want us to see, please tag us. We'd be happy to share your stuff if you've got cool pictures that you want more people to look at. Okay? Thank you very much again, and I will see you around. Hopefully I'll see you out making pictures.